Hello, you beautiful tarot people there. This is doing my solar plexus. This is quite unique. It's quite interesting. I'm really enjoying this series. I have to thank Dead Cheeky before I forget, and Emerald Lotus, who came up with it originally, and Dead Cheeky, who did the first video series. And I'm enjoying all the others that are doing this series also. I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot as one of my favorites. My new favorites. So here we go. Princess of Wands. She showed up in the sacral in the same place. She's footloose and fancy free like she was in the sacral, but this time she's not doing as great here in the solar plexus. She's a little bit too free. She needs to tighten up a bit. She got a little bit too much of the fire going on in here. She needs to calm that fire. So that's what the princess is telling me now. You know, rein herself in. Get that cape over the shoulders, right? She's showing a little too much. Wow, and isn't that the truth? Someday we'll go into that story. So that's number one. Princess of Wands. And the next card is Justice. She showed up in my root chakra. And this is number 2. How better use my logic. And I find some needs in here. But basically is I do a meditation where I bring in the earth energy and then I bring down the divine energy. And then I mix the two in the middle and out. So when I need to use my logical mind, or when I need to get in touch with my inner knowing, which I find in my center, when I need to be centered, when I need to use a logical mind, I need to be in that state. And that's the state that I get into. That's the meditation state I get into before I do my tarot readings. So that's what Justice is telling me to do. And I think I'm moving it's on a tripod, but it's very narrow, so it's kind of not balanced. There, I think you can see the card better. Justice. And the wise owl is there too. So use my logic. You listen to the owl, the wise owl inside of me. And number 3 is a way I can be more proactive. Is that the right card? Did I get it mixed? Let me see. Nope, that's the right card. I was thinking it was the next card, but it's this card, the Ace of Cups. How can I be more proactive? Well, one thing that sticks out to me is the fish or salmon that is jumping the falls, the waterfalls. So to be more proactive, I need to take more leaps of faith. But as I take that leap of faith, look at all the water that's coming down from the chalice. It's coming down as waterfalls, and you see it flowing out. So it makes me think also, as I take the jump, the leap, to go with the flow. I mean, it almost sounds like leap of faith, but go with the flow. Repeat. It sounds kind of contradictory, but not really. Because when you take that leap, you got to be trusting, and you got to trust in your inner knowing. You got to trust that it will be okay when you take that leap. So it's all right to go with the flow, and the song is coming to me. The river is flowing, growing and growing. The river is flowing down to my sea, or down to the sea. Anyway, then if you don't like my singing, please put below and I won't sing again. Okay, number 4 is a way to balance my chakra. So here we have 7 of Cups. And it took me a while to figure this one out. I'm beginning to think everybody's barefoot in the Druid Craft. I'm thinking it's a message for me to go out and be barefoot. And even if I'm just sitting and put my feet on the earth. Which if I'm getting the message, then that's true no matter what, if everybody's barefoot in the Druid Craft. But anyway, I digress. One thing I notice is this person is draped in red. And we know red represents the root chakra. But it can also have to do with the heart too. But this person, well, doesn't look really all that sad. But he's looking down. And there's a nice fresh cup of water right here. And then he's got 6 under the water. And I feel like, for some reason, that he has cried out. That some of this water has his tears in it. There's a lot of tears in there. So, this person needs to release some tears. So that's me. It's my solar plexus. So it's alright to release some tears and all that I've been holding on to. For really, when you see the water like this, to me, it makes me think of the illusion. You know, it's kind of below the surface. What's below the surface? I have all these cups I'm holding on to. So I need to release. I only need 1 cup. I don't need all this that I've been holding on to. I need to let it go. Release. Have a good old cry and just let it go. And don't be afraid to wail and cry. Lots of times we hold on to things that sometimes we don't even realize that we're holding on to. And I realized that with going through the change of life, that sometimes the tears will just come and I have no idea where they're coming from. They just come. And that's a good thing, but then it's good to know where they're coming from too. It's funny, I just noticed the shape here. And anatomically, I'm seeing, and I'm thinking about a woman, and so I'm thinking about her womb. And that all this needs to be really released. Even though it's in the solar plexus, you know, the solar plexus is right next to the sacral chakra. You know, everything all works together. Everything's connected. We all know that. So I need to open up and let go of all I've been holding on to. It's time to let it go. Just let it go, Heidi. Go with the flow and allow to release. Release all those cups. Okay, number 5 is the result of balancing this chakra. And we have 3 of Wands. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3 wands, right? And there are little saplings, little sprouts. Sprouting. Things new. Newness sprouting. He's looking off to the horizon. There's a road there. What's coming on? What's going to be coming up the road? or coming along the road. Something new, something exciting, something sprouting. Newness. Kind of like rebirth that showed up in the sacral chakra. So that's my reading for my solar plexus. And I look forward to seeing more of you doing the chakras. I hope everybody has a great evening. The sun has just set on a beautiful day in New England. Over and out.